Holla ballers, what's going on? It's Preacher, and for this one, I've had to bring in the big dog. Sup, bro?
Bonjour.
Bonjour, indeed. Now, I don't mean to be a dick. This isn't me. This isn't
Lies.
me. It's important. This isn't me. I don't make this shit up. It's happening. So I did read your comments from yesterday's video, which were mostly negative regarding the new AP changes. We're going to talk about that, but that's a web show topic if I've ever seen one. There's going to be a lot of backwards and forwards there. But we also had the big Q&A from Watcher. Nothing too surprising in there compared to what we just saw with AP. But what surprisingly did happen was after the Q&A, Big Josh, Big Law, Big Hair, Big Perm, Big Women, Big Fun has revealed targeted legendaries. Kind of. But I'm going to shock and awe you. It's RNG.
It is RNG, mate.
I'm going to shock and awe you. It's RNG. How is it done? It's not 100% yet. Okay, it's not 100% yet. This system's likely to change at some point, so bearing that in mind, caveats, it's pre-testing stuff. I did jump straight onto the PTR. Like, immediately read this and logged the PTR to see if this was on there. Your nether shards that you get from the Broken Shore. So if you've seen any of our 7.2 coverage, you know about the Broken Shore, and the currency, the arbitrary Apexis currency there is nether shards. I've seen those before, they're going to be the shards. It seems to be that with the shards, you can buy something, Mr. Ghost, called a Relinquished Gear Token.
Oh, really?
And a Relinquished Gear Token can be purchased for any slot.
Is the NPC that you buy them from called Kadala?
Now, as somebody who doesn't play Diablo 3, you had to explain that to me before we started. But yes, you can buy a token, and then it seems that you can click this token, and if it happens to proc legendary, it will proc the legendary you're after for that slot. Yeah. E.g., if you were like, I really have had bad luck getting my legendary shoulders, rip me sad times. This is their example. This is what Josh said. You can buy a relinquished token for shoulders. And then you can click your token, and there's a chance it will be legendary. And if it is, it will be the legendary shoulders that you are missing. That's how they're going to do it. Now, when Andy explained to me the Kadala, Pina Colada system, it sounds very much like you can buy this item and it will just randomly churn out some kind of
This is
thing.
This is what I'm getting from it, though. This
yeah,
is
we
not
have no
tested,
details,
this is
so
on
we're just
paper.
letting you know that they are bringing in the overall message of this video. If you don't want to listen to anything else, is they are bringing in some kind of way that you can target a legendary
Yes.
missing. That's what you should take away.
How
so
accurate
now we can
the
go.
targeting is.
Let's begin arbitrarily guessing at how it might work.
Awesome. I like this. Controversy, mate. Hit me.
No, you go with the
Shit.
Caldera system.
Well, okay, like, let's be honest, there's so many things that have been pulled from Diablo 3, and this is just another one of them. Now, what I'm getting from this is, obviously, well, I keep saying the Kadala thing is, in Diablo, you get blood shards, which you trade into her for a certain amount for a targeted piece of item to get a legendary. Mm-hmm. Now, was I describing Diablo or Warcraft? But that's how it is.
No, because you call them blood shards. These are nether shards.
Oh, sorry,
totally
mate.
different.
It's half right. It's
Totally
half right.
different
But obviously, I don't think it's going to be. I mean, in Diablo, you spam that button. You constantly like track and field your right mouse button to get the item. I don't think it's going to be that heavy in Warcraft.
No, it seems like they said they haven't put a cost on them yet. This is what I tried to check on the PTR. We don't know how much they're going to cost per token. So if it turns out these things can proc a green,
oh, don't even start.
It's probably not going to be that. I would expect it's probably going to be an epic item of an appropriate level for Broken Shore, and you're just going to be trying to checking the stats.
I think it'll start at blues, to be honest.
I don't think so. I think if they're going to, I think they'll make them expensive, reasonably expensive, nether shard wise, and make them an epic item.
I think that's going to be the counterbalance. Is if the price is slightly more, then it will just be epic.
It'll just be an epic, and you'll be like,
agree.
I got haste crit, I got crit mastery, I got versatility haste, and you'll be looking for those kind of stats. So, but they clearly are looking at some way of making them proc legendary. So, for again, just to clarify, if I want the legendary head, I want the Dragon's Breath helm for my mage, I could just buy these tokens of head, and hopefully it will give me head.
Stop.
What the chances are, we don't know, but I think.
What's up, mate? What's on your mind?
I just hate legendary so much.
They've gone, mate.
I
It's
just
a
hate
ski
it
slope.
so much.
Every expansion, it kind of goes down. So not so much where they're a luxury now; they're a necessity, which is really annoying.
I'm so over that. and people will go, well, you keep making videos of it. How can I not make a video about this subject at this point? It's just ridiculous. And of course, we've got the crafted ones coming in as well. Ugh. I don't know, your thoughts. I mean, the thing is, and I said this about the crafted legendaries as well, the current system can utterly fuck you so hard, and has done for some people who are just like, I have all utility legendaries. It's bullshit. And we now know, this is another thing that was revealed in the 7.2 Q&A, is that the legendary chance system is now tied to your spec. I don't know if you read this.
I didn't read
You didn't
that.
read this. Okay, so I can explain this to you. So it's now based on your specs. So if you've got 3 legendaries for your rogue,
Yes.
and they are assassination specific,
Right.
and you switch to outlaw, you have a higher chance of getting a legendary for outlaw.
Oh, nice. I'd like that.
Not really. Because if you got some of the utility legendaries, it doesn't count.
Oh, shit.
Because those are legendaries. I'm explaining it incorrectly. Let me be clear on this. When you change spec,
Right.
okay, or when you start WoW, and at level 110, you just capped. You have a higher than average chance of getting a legendary. Everybody knows that, right? You get your first one pretty quickly. Your second one actually arrives pretty quickly now as well. Not trying to trick people who haven't got one, but that is generally the system.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say the first 2 you got were assassination.
Okay.
All right, and then you switch to outlaw. The game treats you as if you have no legendaries at all. So you'll get your first outlaw legendary very quickly.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, unless you got a utility legendary, because that can be used for all 3 specs. Do you understand what I'm going? That makes perfect sense now.
Yes.
Unless you have utility, so if you have Pridders or Cephas that
So I got
works
the
for all,
belt. So that's a utility belt.
so that counts as you already having a legendary for your other specs. Yes, so that is how the system works now. Okay, again, this is web show nightmares are going to occur tomorrow. You know it's going down. It's going to be a thing. So now we know that's combined with that. You can be totally screwed by the system, and there's some people who are missing out on it. And in many ways, I mean, I'm very lucky. I've had 5, and I've got my BIS one that considering the changes to majors in 7.2, is going to be BIS forever.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be BIS forever. I'm never getting rid of it. So I'm lucky in that. But in terms of the other ones, I've been pretty shitty luck. You know, I've got like 4 that I can't equip, or 3 that I can't even equip, and never would equip if I got them first. So in that respect, and if you're really dying, for mages, it would be the braces. I'm not sure if the rogues have one that's like, this thing is just fucking mandatory at this point. So for demon hunters, it's like the belt. Mm-hmm. Is so good for demon hunters, and for mages it'd be the braces. Like if you hadn't got the braces yet, it'd be nice that we have an extra chance to get the braces, and I'm targeting the braces. That would be cool. How this plays into the bad luck protection, I don't know, because I would assume that this, if you procced a legendary, it's obviously building your bad luck protection because it's tied to the legendary system, right? This is a big question. I think it's important. Let's say you bought 10 shards for 10 goes at getting your braces.
Okay.
None of them got your braces. But it did boost your bad luck protection against legendaries. And then the next Mythic Plus you did gave you something you didn't want. And then you'd have to reset trying to get the braces.
Oh, shit.
I wonder if
Oh,
the system
shit,
will work that
yeah.
way. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's consumed that bad luck protection because you did get a legendary. Wasn't the one that you spent time farming shards for to get, but you did get one. So will it be a separate bad luck protection system or not? Who knows? We don't know. This is all
God.
speculation. But you can already see, like, head in hands. Because the last thing you want to do is, like, farm your ass off,
Yeah.
buy a load of tokens, get fucked on the RNG for the tokens, and then you're like, well, it's raid time now. I was trying to get my braces before the raid. Seems pretty logical that you would do that, right? I'm trying to get them before the raid. And then you jump in and suddenly it's Pridders. And you're like, you piece of shit. You fucker. So these are all questions to be answered. We're just making you aware of the system. Your thoughts initially, Andy?
I don't know. My mind's going mental. I like the fact that...
The problem is the system overall. That's the problem.
Yeah, I like the fact
patch
that we
it.
can now target the legendaries. And I would like to have some sort of assurance to say, look, if you get a legendary from this targeted system, it is a percentage chance of getting a legendary. Flat. Does not affect your bad luck protection from getting one naturally in the world.
I think it'd be too low a chance. I think there
I
needs
don't
to be a
think it
separate
would.
system. So you can't buy. A wild guess. You couldn't do 60 tries with fucking tokens and not get one.
So you
assuming
think
they're
it needs
expensive.
it needs to have a bad luck protection.
I think
for
it
the
needs
purchased.
an independent system.
Oh no, that's I get
Yeah,
what you're
because
saying.
I think if it did tie into the overall system, people would be even more angry than they are now.
Yeah.
And I don't think we want to go down that road. I'm thinking about other people here. I don't think people want to be more pissed off at the system that they potentially farmed Broken Shore invasions for hours on end to try and get it. Didn't get one, and then suddenly they did their daily heroic or something like that, and they got something that all that bad luck protection was consumed on that.
Depending on how many you used, you'd kind of feel compelled to not do anything on that
Exactly, you could
character.
physically be driving people away from
You'd be
content unless
locking
they
yourself out of
clarify this.
everything.
So there you go, guys.
Mindful.
All good fun. We'll keep you updated as we know more because this is like breaking news. All right, I'll see you later, guys.
Goodbye.